And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till I use wingers again to climb up the table 'cause it weren't working. Oh no, no, no. Back to the 3-5-2. Everything that I did in the summer in terms of getting wingers in to try and play an attacking formation, I've changed it. 5 games in, changed it. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to episode number 46 or 47, depending on what I've counted, because I can't remember. Maths isn't a thing for me right now. Anyway, it is difficult right now to explain why I have changed back to the 3-5-2 until you look at the fixtures. So we opened up then with that 1-0 loss to Huddersfield. Disappointing, but a pretty good performance against a pretty good team. I could look past it. Cardiff, again, a similar thing in this 4-5-1, 4-2-3-1. Bryn Mulvaney did score. We looked like we were going to get a point against a pretty good Cardiff side. And then Rico Henry came up with 5 minutes to go to score. And I thought, you know what? Let's just try it. Let's try the 3-5-2 and see what happens. Well, that happens. That happens right there. As you can see, Luton in the Championship. Wingbacks score goals in 3-5-2. They scored more goals than anyone. Kiana Hueva with 2. We were 2-1 up. We turned it round and we looked good. So I kept it. Wigan, Carabao Cup first round, 4-2. Brilliant. Bryn Mulvaney got a hat-trick. Dylan Levitt smashed one in as well. Good performances. Interesting. Bristol City was a 2-0 loss. That was disappointing, but Bristol City are just a good side. Nothing you can do about it. Bristol City, actually, they're mid-table, so thanks. Cheers, Bristol. Bristol. Then we're on the TV. Colchester. I don't know why that's a big game, but we smashed them. 3-0. Absolutely stuffed them. Nicholas Jura got his first goal for the club. Bryn Mulvaney on the score sheet. And Matty Longstaff there too. We smashed him. We were very, very good. We couldn't beat Barnsley. A bit of a disappointment here. We went 1-0 up. We went 2-1 up. But Mikael Anderson with 5 minutes to go. Another late goal cutting us back. But against Tranmere in the Carabao Cup second round, we were good to go. A 2-0 victory, 2 goals in the final 11 minutes or so. 15 minutes or so, I guess. Eddie Brown and Declan Cook with his first. Declan Cook has impressed me so far. He's improving as a player. His average rating's not there. And his form rating, I guess, isn't there. But I quite like certain players that... There are certain players that the form and the actual stats there don't back. It's when they're on the ball, you trust them on the ball to do something important. And yeah, it's been pretty good. He actually played as a deep line playmaker against Tranmere when he came off the bench. But I think I'm going to start him today. Today then, Birmingham and Millwall. But you may have saw earlier in the league table, we are 16th. So a little bit lower than you'd like to be after 6 games. 2 wins, a draw and 3 losses. So a win today, we even that up a little bit more, which is weird. It's lower than you'd like to be. And we are only 4 points above the relegation zone. But then you can say a win here and results go our favour. We're in the playoffs. So it's still very early. I'm just trying to figure out if this Ben Walker, who's a brilliant player, obviously a brilliant player, can he play attacking midfield? Well, vaguely, if needed. Poor Joel Casey's just desperate for a chance, and he's just... Every time I offer him a chance, I rip it out his hands. He must hate me. He must actually hate me. No, favourite personnel. Well, someone's a fool. He's a fool. Also, Gary Ryan. Gary Ryan's a big reason why we've gone to 3-5-2, I've got to be honest. His form in those 2 games was woeful. An average rating of 6.5. I expected better from Gary Ryan. No. Look, in all seriousness, we might go back to the 4-2-3-1. And it's nice that we can pull it out. We have a winger on the bench now. And we can pull it out if we need to. But this has worked so far. Let's see if it works again. Oh, it's ridiculous, really. Kelleher will be in goal. Williams, Kremyadas and Cardoso at the back. It's a back 3 from last time. Nick Cooper's trying to force his way in there. But he ain't quite doing it yet. He had a good performance against Colchester, but then didn't back it up against Barnsley. We've just got a good victory, so I'm not going to change it. It's Hueva and Lopez, the back 3. Although Reece Devine is not match fit. How did Lopez play in the last game? That's not it. So Lopez didn't play that great. So we will get Reece Devine in, actually. Zambarek and Longstaff, again, the midfield too. Hard to break them at the moment. Henry Lawrence is trying, as is Cook, to be fair. But Cook will get the opportunity in his more preferred advanced playmaker position. And up front, Bryn Mulvaney will be partnered today by Eddie Brown, who this season has... Oh, that doesn't back me up. God, that does not back me up. He actually just played really well in the last game. Got a goal, so he starts today. On the bench, if we need them, Nicholas Joya, Dylan Levitt, Ben Walker's there. And we have some defensive options too. No place on the bench at the moment for Casey, Onyango, or Gary Ryan, or Mark Hitchin, who's really, really been unfortunate. I might have to loan some of them out, so I've got 4 wingers sitting there doing absolutely nothing at the moment. So Declan Cook's big moment. I called him into the office. I was like, Declan, listen, you got a goal the other night. You were brilliant. You came off the bench. You sealed the result for us. I want you to do it again from the very start, Declan. I want you to be a man that wins games. And if you can do that for me, you'll keep Dylan Levitt out. So you're cool. You're cool, Declan. Declan, this is your chance, mate. I've just saw Lucas Baija is in the Birmingham. He's gone to Birmingham. Oh, Lucas. Lucas had a really good year for us in League One. Apart from that, I didn't really play him last year. So, yeah, fair enough, Lucas. Okay, then we are at home, and we really have been in some pretty good form since the change of formation. I'm hoping that'll continue here today. Everyone's happy. I don't need to anymore. I'm hoping that'll continue today because apart from the Bristol City game, and yeah, we should have beat Barnsley, but we've looked better than I thought we would considering the transfers we brought in. I think you could tell last episode I wasn't confident. I'm not completely confident, which is why the spine of last year's team is more or less the same. The only difference right now is Cook's coming for Levitt, which is interesting. Blues corner, Crowley whips it in and Gold heads over. Come on, boys, you're better than that. We are starting on positive, but I've got to be honest, not a lot's happening right now. I'm going to demand a little bit more. Right, first highlight, and well, that we've seen with us on the ball anyway, and he is Kiani Hueva to Zambarek. Now, Cook, before we carry on, I want to do something. I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm going to put him on the attacking version just to get him a little bit further up and away from Zambarek. It gets a little bit crowded in the middle at times, and that's a problem if he's going to shine. Kelleher to Cardozo. Cardozo wide for Reece Devine. Scored a divine goal last season. I just enjoyed it so much. Zambarek over the top for Bryn Mulvaney. Hello. He's offside. Bryn. Half time on the horizon then. It's been a bit of a scrappy game. We're coming back into it a little bit more. I'm going to give the boys a little bit of a bump. I'm going to say I'm not happy because you are better than this. If you look at some of the performances, 6.5 for Zambarek and Cook, that's where we are struggling. The two playmakers aren't getting on the ball and playmaking enough. We need to change that. Okay, highlight deep in the Birmingham half. Sterling looks like he'll deal with it. I don't know why Birmingham aren't in blue. It makes no sense to me, but anyway, we'll carry on. Chalobah, that's just given away, and we calmly bring it down and continue. Reece Williams, well, that's not great either, mate. What happened to the short passing? It's been wide for Williams. It's a brilliant save from Kelleher, actually. Really good save. And we get away with one there. Actually, it's carrying on. Cardoso's released Bryn Mulvaney, and Bryn Mulvaney has scored. That is brilliant. That is the perfect counter-attacking goal. I really thought we were going to concede when we gave the ball away stupidly. But one ball over the top from Giancarlo Cardozo. It's not Pulis like it's a perfect through ball from the ball-playing defender. Don't tell me it's Pulis. And Bryn Mulvaney does what Bryn Mulvaney does best in a Walsall shirt. Scores goals. We may not have deserved it. It's been a bit of a scrappy game, but we are leading, and that's something. Now, don't concede it straight away. Please don't concede it straight away. Here's Knight over the top for Vasily. I might need to make a change because this is a little bit too open for my liking. Sterling whips it in. Andre Green was there. I was waiting for a penalty. It's still Green. Still Green? I mean, are we going to get a tackle in? It seems like we're about to, and then we don't. I have no idea what's happening there. They're working it well with Colin. Headed away. I mean, he's flashed it well wide. Let's change things up. Right, Declan Cook has not taken his chance. Dylan Levitt will come on. But, I mean, the two central midfielders either are not playing well. So Longstaff's going to come off for Henry Lawrence. And we're going to put Henry Lawrence in there as maybe a ball-winning midfielder just to break it up a tiny bit. We'll bring the tempo up. But just to break it up a tiny bit. And we're actually going to drop it down onto balance. Double change. We're changing the tactics a tiny bit. Let's see if we can be a little bit tighter. I'll be happy for no highlights now. Not been our finest performance. Birmingham corner. It's whipped in. It's a penalty, for God's sake. Right then, Kelleher, can you do us one massive favour. We'll zoom in on this. Zoom in on it. It's Andre Green with a penalty. Oh, he scored. Zoom back out. Zoom back out. We don't need it. Andre Green has scored his first ever goal for Birmingham. He's a Villa youth player. Oh, it just hurts me. It hurts. Right, 1-1 then. Well, we'll go back to positive because obviously I got punished for that. It's a very even game. A very, very even game. They've changed their formation to a 4-2-3-1. Interesting formation, that. What's this then? Eddie Brown, do you think he can play wide right? Let's give him a go. We've changed it up. We've changed it up again. I've changed it again. What am I doing? Is there going to be a highlight? There's not going to be a highlight. It's just it's been a very even game, to be fair. I can't really complain with a 1-1. They're about our level, to be fair. But now we've dropped to 18th. Tell the boys unlucky. It just wasn't your day. You did quite well. I'm gonna say I was impressed. It's not true. It's not true. And some of them just don't agree. And that's Eddie Brown and Cardoso. So yeah, they're probably right. What's this? An international break. An international break. 14. Right, well, I'll see you in 2 weeks then. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Before we do, though, I just want to point out Marvin Jones, superstar young striker. Well, not maybe. Anyway, he's on loan at Dagenham and Redbridge in League 2. But they're playing him as a ball-winning midfielder. A ball-winning midfielder. He's got 6 tackling. Right then, it's been a long 2 weeks. A long 2 weeks of like self-isolation, it feels. That's fitting. Anyway, we go again. Millwall, who are below us. It's 18th versus 19th. God, we need a win. We need a win to boost ourselves up the league here. And we're going to go for it a little bit. We are going to go for it. He's going to be on attack because I think it works better for him. Let's see how this works. This will be the team then. Kelleher in goal. It'll be Cardoso, Cremidas and Cooper today. I'm going to give Cooper a start because why not? I think he's a great player. Hueva and Devine, your fullback. Zambarek and Lawrence will be the midfield. Matty Longstaff is dropped to the bench for this one. Levitt comes back in, and it's going to be Nicholas Jura and Bryn Mulvaney. So in terms of the front three, it's probably the strongest we've got. So, boys, don't let me down today. Change the tactics slightly. We're going to go a little bit more direct, a tiny bit. But we're starting on balanced, and then we're going to see where it leads, basically. They've got Christian Tello, ex-Barcelona man, Christian Tello. I wonder how he finds Millwall. God, that's a culture shock. Told the boys I expect to win, and that's just stress, Dylan Levitt. Dylan, mate. Dylan, you should know by now. He's fine. I have faith in all of you. Come on, boys. We're at home again. We're at home again. Were we at home last time? I think we were at home. 2 home games. What a shock. I mean, it's not like we like playing at home. Millwall play a possession-based tactic. That was not expected. They're playing a 4-4-2 as well. So maybe the midfield battle needs to be dominated by us. But it doesn't seem to be happening so far. That's a good win, though. Levitt over the top. Mulvaney's in behind. He's missed. I was certain he scored. Good start, though. Good start. We are, as I say, on balance. So we can go a bit more attacking if we need to. I think starting positive sometimes, like last time out, limited us a little bit. So we started well, though, on balance. So I'm not going to change it at the moment. It's going to be a throwing on the right, which for some reason Cooper's taken. And I feel like that's going to cost us. They've got back now. Jura's in there. Jura's should have passed it. Pass the ball. Pass the ball, man. God, I went a bit Geordie then. Why didn't he pass the ball? 2 pretty good chances gone missing already. So half an hour in, we should at least be a goal ahead. We're not at the moment. I'm going to tell the boys to get creative a little bit, just as Tello whips in a free kick. But Kelleher's all over it. He is all over it. No problem. He's on it. Top of the morning. No problem whatsoever. He rolls it out to the centre-back, which, I mean, I have got it saying distribute to full-back, so that's a lie. So stop it. Good ball wide, though, to the full-back for Devine. And Devine finds Mulvaney. Bring Mulvaney a bit of space. Somehow he's found the net. The man is a superstar. The man is an absolute superstar. What a goal that is. We'll have a look at this in the old 3 dimensions. And Devine, you know what? He's tightly marked. He does well to pick out a cross. What a first touch. Away from the defender and the goalkeeper. Well, I mean, it's not really goalkeeping that, is it? Perfect, though. 1-0 up. We move up to 15th. So the highs of 15th. Watch out. Be careful you don't get like a head fuzz. Devine and Lawrence aren't playing well, interestingly. Devine's actually on a 6.3. He got an assist in that 6.3. That tells me he really isn't playing well. So Joel Lopez is going to come on at half-time just to make sure there's no mistakes. I'm going to say I'm happy with your performance so far. Keep it up, boys. And I am. To be fair, I am. We've looked pretty good so far. But again, Nicholas Jura is a weird one. Because the 6.6 now, but he's just not in the game. He's just not. He should have passed the ball. That's why. Henry Lawrence, 6.4. Again, not in the game that much, interestingly. And actually, with 60 minutes on the clock, we're going to get him off. And we'll get Matty Longstaff on, back into his preferred position. He's had a warning there, Matty Longstaff. You can't be putting in bad performances. You will be dropped. So let's see if he can improve now. 20 minutes to go. Not a lot is happening. But actually, that's not a bad thing. Millwall are not in this game right now. And we are on top. But let's see it out. Let's grab a second, actually. It'd be even better. Headed away, though. Longstaff should get there, and eventually does. Zambarek to Levitt, to Mulvaney, to Nicholas Dura on the edge of the box. Bryn Mulvaney. They're still trying to work it, but it's not quite. It's a penalty. Is that a penalty? No, Bryn Mulvaney's two-footed. Get lost. Oh, Bryn. Bryn, what have you done? Right, a two-footed tackle from Bryn Mulvaney. Not ideal, is it? It's not ideal with 10 minutes to go. And shut the doors. Shut the doors. Defensive. A two-footed lunge by Bryn Mulvaney. Are you joking? I mean, we might see it out anyway. Keanu Hueva's free kick's just wide. Can we just end? Oh, God. Oh, God. Bryn, look what you've done. You've let them in. To that. To that. I've broken everything. Honestly. To that. I would have had to bleep so much there. I might even just cut it off blank. That is... I am... Really? Really? He smashed it in. Smashed it in. And we've drew. Oh, Bryn. Bryn, mate. You're a brilliant player. I'm not knocking you. You're a brilliant player. I can't individual talk yet. I've got to do this first. You deal with that. Bryn, let's have a chat, mate. Aggressive. I'm very disappointed if you're getting sent off. That'll have to be bleeped as well. I can't believe he's done that. I threw the mic about it. I don't know what's been heard or what's not been heard by this point. He's such a... He is such a... for that. He scored a goal, sure. But he's cost us 2 points there. Is this the type of season we're going to have? This the type... I can't appeal against it. It's a bad tackle. Don't appeal. He's probably going to get more of a ban. He's probably going to get his ban extended. Our best striker. He's actually having a really good season, Bryn Mulvaney, to be fair. 5 in 8. 5 in 8, and he's f***ing done that. That'll be bleeped as well. God, if we were on a record. Right then. Good. I've only got one other striker. Oh, that's good as well. Oh, yeah. Yeah, brilliant. Oh, my God. That's not the end to an episode you want to see. To a series. Maybe just end the series. End it. Dead it right there. Bloody Bryn Mulvaney. Anyway, it is what it is. 2 draws, at least we didn't lose. 2 games I think we should have won. If we start turning those draws into wins, we're going to rise up the table. So let's, start doing that. That'd be a good idea. If you like the video, make sure you like the God, I died. I actually died. As I was saying, if you like the video, make sure you like the video. If you want to see more of this ugly mug and these brilliant videos, subscribe to the channel. There is content coming out on a sort of 2-day basis right now, and it has been for a while, so I'm hoping you're enjoying it, whether that's the Football Manager series or the 2 Total Extreme Wrestling series or the other Football Manager series. God, you are being treated. Yeah, so if you do like it all, make sure you subscribe, and until next time, will Bryn Mulvaney ever return from a ban? I don't actually know.